Konnichiwa minasan, Hirito desu, and welcome back to another video. Well guys, it's been a while since I made a video, and it's been a while since I've used my avatar to make a video. Well guys, today we'll be talking about One Piece. Basically, we're talking about the kind of power boost that the Straw Hat Pirates got after Wano, or during Wano. Now for my analysis, I only found 5 pirates that fit that category. That being Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and Robin. Chopper, Usopp, Brook, Frankie, and Jinbei didn't actually get anything special except from what we already know that they had, but these 5 actually got something significant, okay? And we're starting with Luffy. But before I start, you should know that this video is going to contain spoilers because it's not everyone that finished the Wano arc, it's not everyone that got to the end of Wano, and a lot of the stuff I'm going to be mentioning here are from the manga, obviously. So if you don't want to get spoiled, then you should watch something else, but if you want to find out anyway what kind of power boost these people get, then you should definitely watch the video. Now back to the video. First of all, Luffy. Luffy's main power boost, the main thing that Luffy actually got was Gear 5, which is basically the awakening of his Devil Fruit. And I'm not talking about the awakening of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, I'm actually talking about the awakening of the Hito Hito no Mi Sun God Nika fruit, okay? Model Sun God Nika. The thing is, Luffy never actually had the rubber fruit, the Gomu Gomu Gomu. We thought that he had the rubber fruit, but it wasn't the case. Luffy's fruit is actually a zone devil fruit. Yup, you heard right. Luffy's devil fruit is basically very similar to Chopper's devil fruit. You know, Chopper's devil fruit is the Hito Hito no Mi, right? Well, Luffy has the similar type of fruit, also called the Hito Hito no Mi, but model Sun God Nika. Basically, Luffy is a god. He literally ate the fruit that made him Sun God Nika. Okay, now here is what the abilities of the fruit are. The ability of the fruit is basically, as the world government said in the manga, the fruit is basically limited to the user's imagination. So basically, Luffy can actually do anything he wants with that fruit, but his mind is still fixated on the fact that the fruit that he uses is the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Right? He never knew that his fruit is actually something else. So basically what the gear does, what the gear 5 does, as it says, the awakening, we've seen the awakening with other pirates, like for example the Flamingo, where he can turn like the area around him into string, or like Katakuri, the area around him into mochi, right, into dough. So basically it's the same thing with Luffy. Luffy started turning everything he touched into rubber, including people. Yep, you heard right. When he was fighting Kaido, he literally got swallowed by Kaido, and he managed to like punch his eyes from inside his skull, but he didn't punch through. He literally turned the eyes into rubber. You get what I'm saying? So another thing that Luffy can do at this point is turning into a giant without actually having to blow into his body the way he does with Gear 3. You know, we know that in Gear 3, if he wants to make like a part of his body big, he has to blow into it. He literally has to blow into that, like into his hand, and then the hand will now get huge or whatever. But now he literally gets huge at will. That's the idea. He doesn't really have that much limitation. Of course, with time, the Gear 5 will, you know, he'll come out of Gear 5. Obviously, the way we've seen it with Gear 4. But what I've noticed in this gear that's different from Gear 4, you know, when with Gear 4, when he gets out of the gear, he has to like recharge for 10 minutes before he can use Haki again. But in this case, when he got out of Gear 5, by literal sheer will, he got back into Gear 5 just about a few minutes later, like 1 or 2 minutes later. He didn't do it after 10 anymore. So we can clearly say that in this particular moment, Gear 5 is Luffy's strongest ability, strongest form, because he was literally toying with Kaido in this mode. He was overwhelming him. Kaido at this point was literally like a rag doll to Luffy, because Luffy was using him as a jump rope. He would fling him left and right. Kaido could barely hit him. He barely had any chance to hit Luffy. Luffy was actually having the advantages in this particular battle after he got the Gear 5. Now, next thing that Luffy got is the Advanced Conqueror's Haki. Basically, he started to learn from Kaido, but nonetheless, he learned that he can coat his body with Conqueror's Haki. By doing so, he literally achieved the same level of, you know, Conqueror's Haki as all the other Yonkos, where we've seen them clash with each other, we've seen them split the skies. Well, now Luffy did the exact same thing when he clashed with Kaido. They split the skies. So we know for a fact that now Luffy's Conqueror's Haki level is on par with a Yonko. Next thing is Advanced Armament Haki, which he learned from Hyogoro in the prison. Hyogoro taught him Ryo, okay? Basically, what it means, he can now destroy an opponent from the inside. Now, Luffy has the ability to literally damage a person from the inside. He would obviously punch someone, but it's the inside of the person that will now get damaged, which is incredible. And last but not least, Advanced Observation Haki. We knew from the fight with Katakuri that he began to advance his Observation Haki by seeing a few seconds into the future. But it's now when he was fighting Kaido that he can literally use it at will. He started using Advanced Observation Haki against Kaido at will. It wasn't like with Katakuri where he had to force it or to take his time before it would actually take effect on him. This time it was different. This time he would actually see a few seconds into the future the way Katakuri used to see it. So we know for a fact that at this point, Luffy's Haki, all three types of Haki, have reached the advanced level. Together with the Gear 5, Luffy right now is unstoppable in One Piece. It's left for us to see what he's gonna do later on when he finds out that his fruit is not actually the rubber fruit, and to see what exactly he's going to do when he starts to learn that it's all based on his imagination. You never know. We never know what might happen. Next up is Zoro, and the main thing that Zoro got in this arc is Enma, the sword from Oden. That's literally the sword that Oden used to use, and now Zoro is the one using it. He's the one wielding Enma. Now Enma is an extremely hard sword to wield, because Enma literally has a mind of its own. Unless it deems you a worthy user, it will not let you use it. We've seen how Enma tried to suck out the Haki out of Zoro countless times. We've seen him when he was fighting, when he got the sword. We then saw him when he was fighting King. Enma kept trying to suck out the Haki from Zoro's body, but Zoro managed to tame Enma and make Enma his sword, which is why he managed to damage Kaido, actually almost killed him. And when I say he almost killed him, I mean it, because the reason why he didn't kill him in the end was because Big Mom noticed that there was something special about the sword and told Kaido to dodge. And it's literally because of Kaido dodging the slash from the sword that Kaido actually still lived, because the damage that that sword caused, it literally cuts one of the horns of Onigashima, and we know how huge those horns are. Okay, next thing, he managed to use it to defeat King. Okay, with this sword, Zoro got a major power boost. And last but not least, he got Conqueror's Haki. It was finally revealed in this arc that Zoro, as well as Luffy, has Conqueror's Haki. It just awakened in him. We don't know how Zoro is going to now train in order to start using it more often. Maybe he's gonna coat all his attacks with Conqueror's Haki, which is gonna make him even stronger than before. Third person, Sanji. And besides Luffy, Sanji literally has probably the biggest boost in power in Wano, because Sanji just got, like, I don't know what Oda was doing. He just gave Sanji so many powers at this point. First thing that happened to Sanji was the Germa Power Awakening, and I think this actually took place because he was wearing the raid suit, and the raid suit awakened the Germa powers that he had. Now he has the same powers that his brother and sister have, but combined with everything that he has been training across the years, he actually is more powerful than them. We've seen him in the fight with Queen, for example. After this, we now observe that he has Advanced Observation Haki, and the reason I say this is because he was able to sense Queen while Queen was invisible, was also able to sense Black Maria, and he's the only Straw Hat that was able to sense Luffy's Gear 5th Awakening. Now, by this, what I mean was, after he defeated Queen, he was now knocked out unconscious, okay? He just fainted, and it's only when Luffy awakened the Gear 5 that he now woke up, and that's the first thing that he thought of. He just thought of Luffy. So we can tell for a fact that his Observation Haki is on a whole other level. He also got super speed because he began to move faster than the eye could see, according to Queen. Queen could not even see Sanji because of how fast he moved. Okay, he thought that Sanji was invisible thanks to the Germa suit, but that was not the case. He was just literally moving so fast that Queen could not see him. Then he also got extreme durability, and by this I mean that when King, for example, King attacked Sanji, and everyone thought that Sanji was done for, but Sanji was okay. Even when Queen like crushed Sanji, his bones just came back to normal, which is giving me a thought that he might have regeneration techniques, because he literally had his bone crushed, as seen right here, but they all came back to normal. Then of course he has his blue flames, which is the Ifrit Jambe, and the reason why he awakened this form, this new form of flames, is because now his body is so much more durable that it enables him to move faster and make his flames even hotter. And last but not least, which is just basically a theory from me, Conqueror's Haki. And the reason why I say this is because in the Clash Shoot Queen, at the very end, while he was fighting Queen, in the panel, I saw bits of red lightning, and the only place I have seen that bits of red lightning was when Luffy was clashing with different people that use Conqueror's Haki, especially against Kaido. So my question is, does that prove that he could potentially have Conqueror's Haki as well, or not? Now, I know a lot of people are going to come to me and say that it's not possible because Conqueror's Haki, you need to have like the traits of a king. And I'm like, yes, I understand that. Okay, Luffy wants to be the Pirate King, and now Zoro is coming out as the king of the underworld, you know? But at the same time, Sanji always has this will to protect others. Of course, he wants to protect mostly the female, you know? But like, he has this will inside of him, this thing that drives him to protect other people. So I think that's a quality of a king. So is it possible that Sanji too has Conqueror's Haki? If he does, then the monster trio are literally going to be on a whole other level of power. Next thing, we're going to Nami, and the first and the only thing that Nami actually got was Zeus. She managed to get Zeus back from Big Mom, and Zeus is now staying with Nami, which gives her a huge power boost because, as we know, Zeus is one of the greatest assets that Big Mom had besides the son, whatever his name was. In any case, that's the only thing that Nami got, was Zeus. Okay, yeah, the son's name was Prometheus. Alright, then last but not least is Robin. And the only thing that Robin managed to get, which is probably one of the greatest powers that she has ever shown in the anime or the manga, is her demon form, Demonio Fleur, where she literally transformed into a demon version that's like worthy enough to be inside Devilman Crybaby. She literally transformed into that demon version of her and took down one of the Tobiropo's Black Maria, which was extremely strong. But Robin managed to take her down and take this new form that she got. And she said that this form, she will only use it to protect her friends. And for the first time in a long while, we have seen Robin's potential, because Robin, of course, she is extremely strong. It's just that we have not seen her in action that much since Arabasta. And what I mean by in action, I mean actually extremely serious, because we've known that Robin has been in countless evil organizations. We've seen her with Crocodile's organization as well. So her name as a demon child or whatever actually means something. It is now that we've seen her actually take on that form and actually show everyone how strong Robin could actually be. So that's that. These are all the pirates, the Straw Hat Pirates that got a boost in power. That being Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and Robin. As for the rest, they haven't gotten anything yet, which I'm speculating that they might get when they get to Elbaf, especially Usopp. As we know, Usopp's dream is always to go to Elbaf. He is intrigued with the land of giants. So my speculation is that they will get these other guys will get a major power boost when they get to Elbaf. So in any case, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't hesitate to comment, like, and subscribe, and also hit on that notification bell to be updated whenever I upload another video. Well guys, that's been all from me. I've been Hirito, and I shall see you all in the next video. Johnny.